While the honor guard is retreating, we're going to have both the wardens, Mr. Rick Hill from Folsom State Prison and Mr. Tim Berga from CSP Sacramento come up and greet you this morning. Gentlemen.
Well, I only want to take a second and welcome everybody. This is so much better than it was last year in that hot parking lot. The weather's been a little bit nicer to us, and this park-like setting kind of makes this like a carnival. In fact, looking at the bounce houses and the slides, I predict next year we'll have a Ferris wheel out here. A lot of people to thank. The SAC Fallen Officers Reserve Fund. We've also got CCPOA and SEIU who made generous donations to allow this to happen. Many people involved, the Honor Guard, our Folsom Prison Museum has been very involved with this event. Probably too many people to list. A lot of organizers that have put in a lot of time and effort to make this thing happen. And I think you'll see that it's a very successful event. It's getting bigger by the year. We've got almost 500 people that are slated for a tour of Old Folsom, and I think close to 400 for SAC. When you get a chance, some of the planners and people who have volunteered their time, tell them thanks. Other than that, just have a great day out here.
This is video.
Oh, okay, cool.
Enjoying their meals, enjoying Johnny Cash.
to my ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red. Some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong. You said now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel and the guts and the spit in your eye, cause I'm the son of a gun that named you Sue. What could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him my pa and he called me his son, and I walked away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I fight and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I'm gonna name him Johnny Cash. We need another Johnny Cash. Am I right? Or Waylon Jennings. Or Buck Owens. Or Mike Perry.
Sergeant Extraction Team Leader. He's going to go over by our front of our... Okay, in front of our mock cell, which we have set up here in front of us. So, for the purpose of our demo, Sergeant Hill would be assembling his cell extraction team. In an event like this. Okay, I gotta stay a little closer. I apologize, guys. Little mic issue. There's several times when we're working in where we have to involuntarily so am I cutting out here? Anyways, if we had to do an involuntary removal, the inmate did not want to come out of his cell, and we had to go in and extract him, we'd have a team leader, and we'd have our inmates. We'd also have a team. So on our first team, we have Officer Rosario, who's going to, for the extraction, he's going to be our shield man. Let's hear it for Officer Rosario. Head over there by your team leader, Rosario. We next have our short baton officer, who's going to be Officer Fujiwara. Let's hear it for Fuj. We're next going to have our handcuff officer. Officer Davis is going to be on handcuffs. Let's hear it for Officer Davis. Officer Cuppinger is going to be our leg iron guy. Let's hear it for Officer Cuppinger. Okay. As you can see, each one of these officers is in quite a bit of safety equipment. And I just want to emphasize that when we do a cell extraction, it's very important. Our main focus of trying to remove this inmate is to do it as safely as we can and keep our staff as safe as possible. So we go to a lot of effort to make sure that they are protected, they have protective gear on, their chest, their knees, their elbows, that they are not going to receive any injury during the cell extraction. Okay? So, during our cell extraction, our cell will be giving our inmates an order to get him to come out of the cell.
Hey, Jones, need to cuff up. Come out of the house, cuff up.
What did he just do? What was
And as you can imagine, our inmates
take that,
are not
Sergeant
always
Hill.
compliant. Let's hear it for our inmates.
Get him out of the cell.
Here's our inmate. He's refusing to come out of his cell.
Get him.
In this case, we might use a chemical agent before we send our team in. Spray our inmate with a chemical agent and attempt to get him to come out of the cell.
Water, but it's the same thing.
Protection of our inmates. He is not deterred by our chemical agents. He is simply resisting, not wanting to come out of the cell. In a situation like this, and this is realistic, there are times when we have to send our team inside the cell to extract the inmates. So, again, for our demonstration, Sergeant Till would then be opening the cell door and having the team utilize the shield, the short baton, the leg irons, and the handcuffs to restrain the inmates so we could remove them from the cell. We're going to do this, we're going to do it in slow motion so that we can demonstrate.
Slow motion, what's up with that? Sorry, you didn't hear that part.
You guys ready?
90%.
That's what happened.
Okay, let's be realistic.
That's realistic.
That does not happen in every cell extraction.
Most of them.
Okay, what we're going to do now, though, again, in super slow motion, is demonstrate the shield officer assigned to the extraction team. His focus is to protect his team with that shield. He is going to use his body and his strength to slowly enter the cell. He is then going to make contact with said inmates. He is then going to attempt to roll the inmate over, and they are going to then utilize the handcuffs and the leg irons to place the inmates in restraints. Now, of course, at this point, the inmate is resisting. He is continuing to resist. I think he's resisting. I think he's still resisting. All right, let's go ahead and let's lift him up to his feet. And we would then escort out of the cell. Let's hear it for our extraction team, everybody.
Hey, Joe, you got a cuff key?
Did we have a cuff key? All right, thank you guys very much. This is one of several demos that we're going to do today. We have another demonstration that our crisis response is going to, right? Please.
You see it on the street, you see the cops, SWAT TV, all that stuff. Our primary mission here, you notice, is a kid in the car. We want to protect him and his livelihood. The bad guy is another operator on the crisis response team, Officer Lindsay from Woodford State Prison. He's going to give you a role play for the suspect. Everyone say hi to Lindsay. That's his last name, though. All right, if you don't primary goal is to get out of the car, protect his life. That guy gets hurt. Here we go, you guys up? Here comes the team. They're going to split. One comes along down the rear. Good control of the suspect. As soon as that's clear, they can even though he's a kid, we don't know, he might be able to, we're going to get him out and protect his life. Drive him out, get him safe separation from the suspect. Once the vehicle is clear, we're going to hook the suspect up, get a good search of the suspect, make sure there's no weapons. Secondary search through the vehicle. Any weapons, explosives, or narcotics he might have in there, that's what we're secondary. Exactly retreat from unit. Once it's logged down and cleared, we completed our mission. Very high speed, if it was too fast, and that was good. Is that good? Give him a hand. Learn all that
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm documenting the event. You're going to be on YouTube.
Cool.
I've got a long line of heartache, I carry it well. The list of lives I've broken reach from here to hell. Bad luck, wind been blowing at my back. I pray you don't look at me, I pray I don't look back. I was born in the soul of misery, never had me a name. They just gave me that number when I was young. I was born in the soul of misery, never had me a name. They just gave me that number when I was young. They just gave me that number when I was young. I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Hellfire! I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. In the county jail. Early next morning, about 9:30, I spotted a sheriff walking down the line. My daddy coughed as he cleared his throat. He said, "Come on, you dirty hack, into that district court." Into the courtroom my trial began, where I was held by 12 honest men. And before the jury started out, I saw that little judge commence to look about. Woo! About 5 minutes and walked a man, holding the verdict in his right hand. The verdict read in the first degree. I hollered, Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me. The judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in that Folsom pen. 99 years underneath that ground. I can't forget the day I shot my woman down. Woo! Come on in and listen to me. Stay off that whiskey and let that cocaine be. Sue it! Woo! I love my mama. From the hands it came down, from the side it came down, from the feet it came down, and ran to the ground. From the hands it came down, from the side it came down, from the feet it came down, and ran to the ground. Between heaven and hell, a teardrop fell. In the deep crimson dew, the tree of life grew. And the blood gave life to the branches of the tree, and the blood was. They call me by a number, not a name, Lord, Lord. Gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. A young cowboy named Billy Joe grew restless on the farm. A boy filled with wanderlust who really meant no harm. He changed his clothes and shined his boots and combed his dark hair down. His mother cried as he walked out, "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town." He laughed and kissed his mom and said, "You're Billy Joe's man. I can shoot as quick and straight as anybody can. But I wouldn't shoot without a cause, I'd gun nobody down." She cried again as he rode away. "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town." He sang a song as on he rode, his guns hung at his hips. He rode into a cattle town, a smile upon his lips. He stopped and walked into a bar and laid his money down. But his mother's words echoed again. "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town." He drank his first strong liquor, then to calm his shaking hand, and tried to tell himself at last that he'd become a man. A dusty cowpoke at his side began to laugh him down, and he heard again his mother's words. How's everybody doing out there? I'm talking to everybody. How's everybody doing out there? There we go. "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town." Filled with rage, then Billy Joe reached for his gun to draw. But the stranger drew his gun and fired before he even saw. As Billy Joe fell to the floor, the crowd all gathered round and wondered at his final words. "Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't to town. In a South Texas border town sat a boy in his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls from there to Austin were slipping away from home, putting jewelry and hop to take a trip to go and listen to the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. And he never cared to make a dime, but give him his guitar, and he'd be happy all the time. All the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him don't stop, and hypnotized and fascinated by the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. Saw him round, he vanished like the breeze, and they forgot him in the little town, but all the girls still dreamed about him and hung around the cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day on the hit parade was a little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat top box, and he would play. True story. Everybody knows where you go when the sun goes down. I think you only live to see the lights of town. I wasted my time when I would try. Cause when the lights have lost their glow, you'll cry. Soon your sugar daddies will all be gone. You'll wake up some cold day and find that you're alone. You'll call for me, but I'm gonna tell you bye. When I turn around and walk away, you'll cry. You're gonna cry, and you'll cry alone. When everyone's forgotten you and you're left on your own, you're gonna cry. changed your shirt. You're hiding from me, ain't you? I see you.
But if you'd like to make your way down to the announcing booth where we're going to announce the winners for our car show today. If you have not had a chance to buy any raffle tickets yet, we're going to be giving away and drawing the tickets for the raffle momentarily. Again, I want to thank everybody who came out and participated in our car show. We had a very tough choice. There's a lot of beautiful cars out here represented today. We did not have categories. We looked at the vehicles and had some judges go through and judge the cars. And our third place winner today in the overall car show category, that's what we're going to call it, goes to Scott Tanis, the owner of a '69 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. It is Calypso Coral. I did not know that. That is the official color. So put your hands together for Scott, please. Scott's car is amazing. It's parked down here next to the wooden shack to the left down here. If you have not had a chance to see this vehicle, it is beautiful. Scott, anything you want to say about your car?
I owned it 7 days.
I've only owned it 7 days.
7 days and already winning car shows. Well, it is beautiful. Thank you so much for coming out and participating in our event. Thank you. Our second place winner today in the overall car show category goes to a 41 Willys 461 owned by Roger Jacobs. Roger, please make your way over to the booth.
You get it?
Roger, this car is amazing.
Let's play!
Just a 7-letter word. I said, what is it now? Please don't, not your bird. What is it now? Please don't, not your bird. What is it about freedom? What
Hey, how about a hand for this band? How about a hand for this band? 2 more red tickets. 2 more red tickets. 115, 197, 115, 197, 115, 707, 115, 707. 1 blue ticket. 922, 542. 922, 542. You have a winning ticket? Step up to the CCPOA tent.
Okay, let's try to see down this bottom 2 rows. Rent a house, but I guess they would.
And figure, you know, with giving Bob my driver's license number, you know, he has to run everyone up there. Hey, I come in here for business, you know, and I'll have no problem. And
They have loosened things each year, I think, as far as the restrictions. You know, he almost didn't even want ID this time. So that's why I sent a message out on Facebook. It's like, hey, pretty much anybody can come. It's really... At first he said, well, we want social security numbers, and but he's backed off on that now completely. You can see how informal it was going in there. I don't know if it'd be any different going in the new prison.
I didn't realize we had the warden. That was the warden on our tour. They introduced the 2 wardens.
Yeah.
And the guy we had was the... Well, I thought I heard somebody say, well, thanks, warden. And I thought, oh, that's odd. His name must be Mr. Warden or what? But he is actually the old prison's warden.
Well, did you hear what he said about pictures?
Yeah, and I thought, well, that's odd. Why would he either yes or no? Why? Well, I wouldn't let you or something.
It's just because he doesn't want everybody snapping everything at once. He doesn't want a carnival in there.
But see, it's his decision. He's the warden. If it was a guard that you asked that question, they'd probably say no. Ask the warden.
Yeah.
But it's too bad we didn't know that, because then we could have...
Oh, this is one of our air show planes. Looks like a KC-135 or something. Tail Dragon, yeah.
Oh, it's got the fuel thing hanging down, too.
It's not the band he told me it would be, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice original music. Yeah, they're making a loop right over here. Did you see the other plane that went over a few minutes ago?
I heard it, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a fighter or what. I'm going to go back over there and there is some shade, yeah. It's there's hay barrels.
Oh.
And depending on where the hay is, you can bring your chair over.
Well, maybe I think I may go over to the Mexican place. I think I might.
Yeah, I just ate.
What did you have?
I had the Mexican.
Was it good?
A little mushy and...
What was it?
It was okay. Pork tortilla.
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
What do you call them? Tamales. 2 tamales, rice and beans. They sounded like there might be something else coming. They were kind of saying this is what we have right now. So I think there's a caterer bringing the food in and these people are just servers.
Maybe not. It's going on for a long time. Oh, here it comes over here, Bob.
The can see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Cool.